Hi, I'm Vanessa Carlton. This is the record that I've always wanted to make. It's very much in a machine of labels and working with teams of people that, you know, in some ways are really wonderful. However, it was always a mix, I think, of aesthetics. And it took me, I think, leaving and going off on my own and doing this for me to kind of boil down my process to being just the truth. A good portion of the influence of this record comes from my vinyl record collection. That is the aesthetic that I connected with the most. And I really, when I took these few years off, I really just decided to just stop and just listen. I think maybe it's in my old age, turning 30, but I really feel like I've started to kind of carve out what my spirituality means to me. Stephen Hawking and A Brief History of Time, as complex as people think it is, it's not. And I think for me, it helped for me to define my spirituality and helped for me to make sense of a lot of the situations that were going on in my life. So I suppose that book takes care of like the whole kind of right side of the spectrum, and then the whole left side of the spectrum was covered by The Tale of Watership Down. And somehow those two books just wove together perfectly and ended up kind of encapsulating the stories of rabbits on the run. I did end up finally having the courage to just leave all labels and just become my own island. You should do the projects that you really believe in and make albums that are really honest, and then you want to find a group of people or a label that believes in it too, and that's what it's about. And I think fame is something that maybe would come along with it, but it's like it really has nothing to do with why you create what you create. 1,000 Miles was an honest song. I would have never been able to self-finance this record without that song. I wrote that song, and this amazing. And publishing on that song is amazing. You know, it's like it allows for me to do little arts and crafts projects that keep me alive. You know, I didn't know I was coming out. I'm always just myself. If you know me, you're my friend. That's something that's like not a secret. I was playing a show, and I was playing a gay pride festival, and I was talking to the audience, and I might be naive, I am naive in thinking that it wasn't, you know, it was just an exchange I was having with that group of people. But I never officially made any kind of statement to pop culture or some website or this or that, and I have no problem with that at all. You know, I don't think you should say things like that to get attention. I think you should say it if you want to, and if it means something to you and you feel like it's going to mean something to somebody else. I am so lucky to have a mentor in Stevie Nicks. It is a friendship that I cherish, and I don't know if I could do what I do. I mean, she's helped me get out of so many pickles, I can't even tell you. And so I would say performing with her and watching her perform and watching how she carries herself and talking to her about her philosophies, and I mean, that has been such a gift to in my life. And it's I don't know if I would have met her if I wasn't doing this. So I feel pretty lucky. Time